Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do ratio and proportion, chapter 9. And we're going to work out sums on the unitary method. The method in which we first find the value of one quantity and then use it to find the value of the required quantities is called the unitary method. So we need to always find the value of that one quantity first. So let's read the first question. The price of 25 identical articles is rupees 1750. Now we have to first find the price of one article and then find the price of 13 articles. So right now price of 25 has been given to us. So cost of 25 identical articles is given to us as rupees 1750. Now we have to find the cost of one article. To find the cost of one, we need to do division. That is, we will divide rupees 1750 by 25. So when we divide it by 25, we will know the value of one article. So let's begin. 1750 divided by 25. Let's multiply 25 into 7. 7 5s are 35, carry 3. 7 2s are 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's 175. So 25 into 7 is 175. Let's subtract this 0. And then we have the 0 which we can take up and minus your remainder is 0. So now the cost of one article we have found to be 70 rupees. So we have found the cost of one article. Now we have to find the cost of 13 articles. So the first part was division. Whenever you have to find for one, it's division. Now we have to find for many, that is for 13. So cost of 13 articles will be, the cost of one is 70 multiplied by 13. So when you multiply 70 by 13, you will get the cost of 13 articles. So let's do that. 70 into 13. 3 zeros are 0, 3 sevens are 21, 0, 1 zeros are 0, 1 sevens are 7. So plus, now we get 1, 2 plus 7 is 9, 910. So the cost of 13 articles is rupees 910. So we found the cost of one article to be 70 rupees and then the cost of 13 articles to be 910 rupees. Question 2. A motorbike travels 330 kilometers consuming 5 liters of petrol. How much distance will it cover consuming first 1 liter of petrol and then 2.5 liters of petrol? So let's start. Distance covered with 5 liters of petrol is how much? 330 kilometers. Now we need to find the distance covered with 1 liter of petrol. So that will be 330 kilometers divided by 5. 5 is 5 liters. So 5 liters. So let's divide this. 330 divided by 5. 33 we have there. So 5 sixes are 30 minus, again I bring down 3 and I have 30 there again. So 5 sixes are 30. So minus. So we have found the distance that can be covered with 1 liter of petrol is 66 kilometers. Now we have to find the distance covered with 2.5 liters of petrol. So with 1 liter of petrol, you can cover 66 kilometers. So 2.5 will be 66 into 2.5 liters. So let's multiply 66 into 2.5. So let's ignore the decimal point and multiply 66 into 25. 5 sixes are 30, carry 3, 5 sixes are 30, 33. Second step, 2 sixes are 12, carry 1, 2 6 are 12 plus 1, 13. Now we need to add this up. 0, 3 plus 2 is 5, 3 plus 3 is 6 and 1. So now the distance covered with 2.5 liters of petrol is the answer that we will get after multiplying. Now let's go back to the question and look at the decimal place. There is one decimal place in the question. That means in my answer also there should be one decimal place. After the point, one number, so the point comes there. So the distance covered will be 165.0 or simply 165 kilometers. So this is our answer. So we've done the first part of the answer. Distance covered with 1 liter of petrol we found to be 66 kilometers. Then the distance covered with 2.5 liters of petrol is 165 kilometers. The cost of 35 envelopes is given as rupees 105. How many envelopes can be bought for 90 rupees? So this is a different kind of question, isn't it? The cost of 35 envelopes is given and they're not asking us to find the cost this time. Instead, they're asking us to find how many envelopes can be bought for this amount. So let's start with this word itself. So it says number of envelopes that can be bought for 105 rupees first. And we know that is 35 envelopes. So let's write 35. So because it's unitary method, we should always find the value for 1. So number of envelopes that can be bought for 1 rupee. And whenever it is 1, we divide. So this is 35 divided by 105 rupees. So let's write that down. 35 by 105 as a fraction. Now let's see if we can reduce this to the lowest term. We can divide both by 35 itself. Both can be divided by 35. So that will be 35 ones are 35 and 35 threes are 105. So the number of envelopes that can be bought for 1 rupee is 1 by 3. Now let's go on. Number of envelopes that can be bought for 90 rupees is what we are asked to find. So for 1 rupee you can get 1 by 3 envelopes. Now for 90 rupees it will be 1 by 3 into 90. Now we can cancel 3 and 90. 3 threes are 9 and add the 0, so that becomes 30. So number of envelopes that can be bought for 90 rupees is 30. So that is our answer. For 90 rupees we can buy 30 envelopes. So our final answer is 30 envelopes. Cost of 10 kg of wheat is given. 10 kg of wheat is given as rupees 180. We've been asked to find the cost of 18 kg. So whatever we are asked to find, let your statements begin with that. So cost of 10 kg of wheat is rupees 180. Now we must find the cost of 1 kg of wheat. That is rupees 180 divided by 10 kg. So let's divide 180 divided by 10. We can write it as a fraction to make our work easier. This is 18 by 1, which is simply 18. So cost of 1 kg of wheat is rupees 18. So now that we know the cost of 1 kg of wheat, we can find the cost of 18 kgs of wheat, which we've been asked to find. So cost of 18 kg will be cost of 1 kg into 18. So now we have to multiply. Now this is 18 kg. Let's multiply 18 into 18. 8 8s are 64, carry 6. 8 1s are 8, plus 6 is 14. Second step, 1 8s are 8, 1 1s are 1. So plus 4, 4 plus 8 is 12, carry 1, 1, 2, 3. So I've got 324 as the cost of 18 kgs of wheat. So what is the cost here? Rupees 324. This is for 18 kgs of wheat. Now the second part of the question. What quantity of wheat can be purchased for 432 rupees? So here we've been asked to find the quantity of wheat that can be purchased. So let's begin. Quantity of wheat that can be purchased for 180 rupees was 10 kgs. Isn't it? This was given to us in the question. For 180 rupees, you can get 10 kg. So for 1 rupee, how much will you get? We have to divide 10 kg by 180 rupees. So let's do that. So that is 10 divided by 180. Let's cancel. So what is left is 1 by 18. So how much of wheat will you get? You will get 1 by 18 kg of wheat for 1 rupee. Now we have been asked to find how much you can get for 432 rupees. So quantity of wheat that can be purchased for 432 rupees will be, how much will you get for 1 rupee? You'll get 1 by 18 kg. This we have to multiply by 432 rupees. So let's multiply 1 by 18 into 432. 1 by 18 into 432. So here let's multiply 432 into 1 is 432 divided by 18. So let's divide 432 by 18. So 432 divided by 18, we'll take 43. 18 twos are 36 minus 3 minus 6 you can't do, so you need to borrow. So here 13 minus 6 is 7 and then 2. Now 72. 18 fours are 72. So here what do we have? Our answer is 24. So for 432 rupees, you can get 24 kg of wheat. So this is our answer. We've been asked to find how much of wheat you can get if you give 432 rupees. Now we know that you can get 24 kg. Question 5. A tree 24 meters high casts a shadow of 15 meters. So there is a tree and that is 24 meters high, and the shadow that is cast by this tree is 15 meters. Now at the same time, another tree casts a shadow of 6 meters. So there is another tree. Now we know that it casts a shadow of 6 meters, but we don't know how tall that tree is. So the question is, find the height of the second tree. So let's start our statement with this. We have to find the height. So the height of a tree that casts a shadow of 15 meters is already given to us. This is the first one. The height of the first tree is 24 meters. Now, the height of a tree that casts a shadow of 1 meter, how much will that be? That will be 24 meters divided by 15 meters. That will be the height of the tree which can cast a shadow of 1 meters. So let's divide 24 by 15. Let's divide both by a common factor, and the common factor here is 3. So let's divide both by 3 and see what we get. 3 eights are 24 and 3 fives are 15. So we'll leave it as 8 by 15. So what is the height of a tree that will cast a shadow of 1 meter? It will be 8 by 5. 8 by 5 meters. Now that we know the height of a tree that can cast a shadow of 1 meter, we can find the height of a tree that casts a shadow of 6 meters. So 1 meter is 8.5 meters, the height of the tree. So if we have to find the height of a tree that casts a shadow of 6 meters, we multiply this with 6 meters. So here we have 8 by 5 into 6. So let's do that. 8 by 5 into 6. Now there's nothing that we can cancel, so we'll multiply the numerators. 8 sixes are 48 divided by 5. So this is division of 48 by 5. Let's do it here. 48, so 5 nines are 45 minus 3. Now I can continue my division by putting a point, carry that point up, put a 0, bring that 0 down. Now I have 30. 5 sixes are 30. So we have finished our division there. So what do we have there? 9.6. We've got 9.6. So the height of the second tree is 9.6 meters. So let's write that down. The second tree, we've been asked to find the height of the second tree. So the second tree is 9.6 meters. A loaded truck travels 18 kilometers in 25 minutes. If the speed remains the same, how far will it travel in 5 hours? So what are we asked to find? How far? That means we are talking about the distance. So let's begin. Distance traveled by a truck in 25 minutes is given to us as 18 kilometers. So let's write that down. 18 kilometers. Now we need to find how far the truck will travel in 1 minute. So distance traveled by the truck in 1 minute will be 18 kilometers divided by 25 minutes. So let's do this division. Now if you take 18 by 25, as you can see, this can't be reduced further. So we will leave it as 18 by 25. Because it's a distance, we write kilometers. So distance traveled by the truck in 1 minute is 18 by 25 kilometers. Distance traveled by the truck in 5 hours is what we need to find out. Now, as you can see, the unit here is different. Here it is hours, whereas in the first statement we have minutes. In the second statement also we have minute. So we need to convert hours to minutes. So we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So therefore 5 hours. 5 hours is equal to 60 into 5. So 5 zeros are 0, 5 6 are 30. So that is 300 minutes. So we are going to find the distance traveled by the truck in 300 minutes. So now the units are the same for all three statements. So distance traveled by the truck in 300 minutes will be distance traveled in 1 minute, that is 18 by 25 kilometers into 300 minutes. So we need to multiply and calculate here. So let's multiply 18 by 25 into 300. Now we can cancel. I can cancel 25 and 300 both by 25 itself. 25 ones are 25. Now 25 into what will give us 300? We can divide and see. We can divide 300 by 25. 25 ones are 25 minus, I can borrow here, 10 minus 5 is 5, 0, 50. 25 twos are 50. So that means 25 into 12 will give us 300. Now let's multiply the numerators. 18 into 12. So 18 into 12. 2 8s are 16, carry 1. 2 1s are 2 plus 1 3. Second statement, 1 8s are 8, 1 1s are 1. Add this, we have 6. 8 plus 3 is 11, carry 1. 2, 216. So the distance traveled by the truck in 300 minutes is 216 kilometers. Or we can answer the question in 5 hours. In 5 hours, the truck will travel 216 kilometers. So this is our final answer. We'll stop with that for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.